call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Complete on the comeback. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Cook. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the... Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Vitonio. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. On that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. From the gun. Give on the inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds his man. It's Wilkins. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Cook. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires left. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Finds his man. It's Wilkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. Force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bitonio. Caught. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route out of the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cherry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Just keeps slinging it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. He lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Dropping back, it's Cook. On target.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get every...
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Hand off from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught close to the marker. It's Jordan. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's incomplete and they'll turn it over on downs. So here is the Tennessee offense. To the air, it's Cook. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the 2nd level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now...
There he goes! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. On target to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Bitonio. Moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Going right to work up top. Makes the grab.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Powers through the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the read. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker. And on 2nd down for this offense. The option look. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on these. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense...
He's loose. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the air, it's Cook. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Working that left side now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Cook. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Finds his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Bitonio. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just